All right. Welcome once again to another episode of Sports Therapy. I am your one and only host, F.H. Jr. A little bit about the show. Sports Therapy. On our show, we don't talk politics. Man, I don't give a fat rat's butt what the Republicans are thinking, nor do I care what the Democrats are saying. We don't talk racial relations. All are entitled, and we welcome all our viewers. And we don't talk sexual orientation. Everyone is entitled to call in. This is a show where callers will have 2 minutes to rip, rant, kick knowledge about all things NFL. Now, although when you call in, and we will be more than happy to have you to call in, but you cannot talk about the whole game. You only get 2 minutes to rip, rant, kick knowledge about all things football and football related. The number to call if you want to be a live guest is always 940-329-4110. Our show comes to you every Sunday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We roll from 7 to 8 p.m. As you can see, I am always rocking the cool beard, augmented by the standard uniform, which signifies that I am as neutral as the country of Switzerland. I'm not rocking the normal cap that signifies with the NFL logo. I'm rocking the typical one of many of my commander hats, aka Redskin, aka football team. And our show is always sponsored by Crown Royal, where you know we drink Crown Royal responsibly. And if you're underage, you should never be drinking Crown Royal. I think that's it. Well, everybody, welcome back. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving holiday. In fact, let me say this. Shame on all you people who just threw poor Thanksgiving to the side, had your Christmas lights up even before Thanksgiving got here. Let's learn to give thanks, man. We got plenty of time for sleigh bell ringing and all that good stuff. Let's stop kicking poor Thanksgiving in the butt, okay? Let's stop it. Now, as you know, this show is always centered around NFL, where callers will get 2 minutes to rip, rant, kick knowledge about all things NFL related. Yes. On that note, I got to share what I did for Thanksgiving. You know, my beloved Commander slash Redskin slash football team, we played on Thanksgiving Day. Yes, we did. Thanksgiving Day. And I decided to spend my Thanksgiving deep in the heart of enemy territory. Yes, I donned all my football gear, had a good feeling in my heart, ate a big Thanksgiving meal, and I jumped in the 6-4 and I headed to one of my family members' house. Now, you know, I tell people, man, I got a few misguided family members, a.k.a. card-carrying cowboy fans. And I had every intention of going over and watch us throttle them beyond the heads and shoulders, but that didn't happen. In fact, the Cowboys took us behind the woodshed and beat the living crapping out of us. Yeah, they beat the crapping out of us. So I spent my Thanksgiving eating crow. Eating crow. Crow does not taste as good as turkey. But you know what? I took it in stride, man. I did, man. As we got our beat down. Now I will tell you, my family, they were not gracious hosts. Now, if I had been winning, I would not have been rubbing it in. No, I would not have been rubbing it in. Nor would I have been playing We Them Boys song and all that good hype, rubbing it in, making making me feel. But you know what? You know, it was all fun though. I'm being facetious when I talk about it. You know, I love my family, man. I love spending quality time with them. Um, and I will be honest, if we had won, I would have been giving it to them with both barrels. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. In fact, I'm gonna circle back later on the show and talk about that game, man. Sheesh. Yeesh. I'm gonna circle back and talk about that game, but right now, man, yeah. I am gonna circle back and talk about that game. But I will say this: We are beyond. We are well past the halfway point in the NFL season. We got a lot of moving and shaking going on. We got a lot of teams moving up. Got a lot of teams moving back. There were a lot of games. There were a lot of games this weekend. In fact, I spent the day watching the Saints. Man, I spent the day watching the Saints. I watched a little bit of the Houston Thanksgiving Day. I watched Green Bay. Watched the Packers. I watched my Skins. Oh man, I watched Motor City Kitties. It was just a good overall game. But hold on, I got a caller coming in. You know the show. It's not dedicated to me. It is always dedicated to the fans. So let's see what we got going on. Sports therapy.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Jay in Grand Prairie. Wee wee. Jay, what say ye?
Man, sit car down. Please sit him. Sit him down on the sideline.
Oh, so Jay, I take it you watched the game.
Sit him down.
Mm.
All them field goals. Do an interception.
Wow.
Sit him down. Sit him down. Where is Winston at?
So
Put him in the game.
You telling me you already?
I'm proud of all these field goals. Look at this.
Yeah, Jay, that whole game. In fact, I wrote some notes, Jay. I tell people, man, I don't just get up and wing this show, man. I'm like you. There was this one particular play, man. I was watching. I think this happened right before. It was in the second quarter. Carr threw looked like about a 35, 40-yard bomb to the secret weapon, AK. I call it the Swiss Army knife, Taysom Hill. And you guys had the ball on it was on like the 10-yard line. 10-yard line. And next thing I know, my man Carr throws a pick six. He throws a pick six, and the guy for the Dirty Birds, a.k.a. the Falcons, he took it back 90 yards. 90 yards, Jay. 90 yards.
That's what I'm talking about right there. When the man is open, he won't throw.
He doesn't. It's like what I've been seeing is the only way that the Saints can get the ball downfield is either got to come through Taysom Hill. Alvin Kamara has to rip off maybe a 20, 30-yard run, or Taysom has to come in and throw the ball downfield. It's almost like Carr just refuses. Now, I don't know if that's just his nature or he just don't want to throw interception, but
let's not get to the part where we throw the ball. You don't get a man enough room to stand down.
Yeah, that was his one play. He threw the ball to Chris Olave, and Olave, he was having a big game, and Carr threw the ball maybe it looked like it was going to be like a 30-yard, 40-yard slant and go, and he threw it out of bounds to where he didn't even give the receiver the opportunity to come up and make the catch. Although he caught the ball, but it was out of bounds. Is that the play you was talking about?
Exactly what I'm talking about. Come on, man.
And the only problem is that on that play, Olave actually caught the ball, got tackled out of bounds, and then ended up getting a concussion and was lost for the whole game.
And it was out the whole game.
Whole game. Gone. And you guys know Michael Thomas, 7-11, is he's on injury reserve. He's having some knee issues. Then your outstanding rookie that took his place, he looked like was a hamstring pull. So the second half, the Saints didn't even have any wide receivers at all. So I was like, whoa. But my biggest concern, Jay, is the field goals. First half, you guys had like 4 field goals. That was it.
Sit him down, man.
Is it time Is it time
It's bedtime. Let's go. I'm tired of these field goals.
to open up a bottle? Because see, with Jameis, you know what you're gonna get with Jameis. Yeah, he's gonna throw a few interceptions, but the interception that he's gonna throw, he'll usually throw them deep down the field where that's just as good as a punt, But at least you guys' offense seems to me like the offense run more smoothly when Jameis is quarterback, and that's just me. That's based on my observation.
Yeah. You gotta sit car down. These little short passes and all this. This ain't working.
Man, I hung in there, um, because I tell people, and in order to be able to talk about the show, all the games, I try to watch as many as I can based on with the new platform that's I'm usually watching now on the YouTube channel. So when I'm doing that, a lot of times I can get like picture in picture when I'm watching four games on one television. Then I've got another setup where I can watch the additional four on the other, and sometimes I'm watching on my phone. So I'm back going back and forth. But I usually get dialed in on a couple, and I did get dialed in on the Saints game, and man, I was like, wow, what are we doing?
I mean, I know you're trying. That's good and everything, but come on, man.
What are we doing, man? At some point, though, Jay, do we blame any of that on the coach?
I don't know what to say yet.
Do we blame any of it on the coach, man? Because at some point, the coach job is to put the better players in there so that they can have so that you guys will be in a better situation to win. Because at some point now, you got to look at it and for what it is. Carr is just he's not getting the job done, man. In fact, there were the defense played well. What's his name? I referred to him as the Honey Badger. Honey Badger had two interceptions. You normally win a game when you have two interceptions, and
Right.
but it's just that they were giving the ball back to Carr, and he wasn't moving the offense.
Kept coming up short, and the field goals. So we got was a field goal punt. Field goal punt.
Yep,
Some party field goals.
you guys getting field goals,
You can't
punts?
win all the time with field goals.
No, 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 nope, nope, nope. At some point, field goals have to turn into touchdowns, and that starts. But you got to have a quarterback that will give your receivers the opportunity to make plays. I don't care who you got back there as a wide receiver. If the quarterback is not throwing the ball downfield, won't give the guys the opportunity to do anything, what can you do? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So at what point do you guys do like we did? Hell, we just canned our defensive coordinator. Y'all got to. I'm not saying that y'all need to start firing some people, but at some point, Jay, something got to happen, man. But here's the thing. I'm not saying you got the division that you guys playing is weak, but I can just tell you everybody is up for the challenge. Because although had you guys won today, y'all would have probably went to 7-5 because you guys were 6-5 coming in, and you were still locked in the first place in your division. So today's loss, I think this should be maybe a three-way tie. I know you guys are tied with Tampa Bay, and I
That's a
believe
current.
I believe there's a two-way tie for for the division that you guys play in, which is not too bad, but you know, I don't know, Jay. It's not up for me to say you guys need to make a quarterback change, but all I know, there's a good ball of Jameis just sitting on the shelf. Somebody need to open
Well,
up.
open it up and put the car in the garage for a minute.
Cause I think the car is running out of gas, man. But you know what? I
I
watch
know he's trying, but come on, man.
I watch Carr played a lot with the Raiders, and one of the book on him with the Raiders was that he would not throw the ball downfield. It's like, okay, can you get to the next level with Carr as your quarterback? Can you make a deep run
We
into the
can't
play?
have this.
I don't think
We
so.
can't have this. Open up that bottle of Jameson, whatever you say. Let her come on, let's go.
It's
We
time
can't
for
have this.
it's,
Nah, wait a minute, nah.
Jay. It's time for a bottle of Jamesons to get open, man. Somebody got to open up a bottle of
Open it
Jameson,
up.
man, because when you get the ball, like I said, I was really watching really hard and close in the first quarter. You guys came out, Saints came out, um, playing your game. Kamara was running crazy. Chris Olave was having a game. In fact, before he got injured, this should tell you something. He went out in the first half, toward the end of the first half. Prior to that, he had over 100 yards of reception. I let you know that he was having a hell of a game. It's just that they would get the ball down in the red zone, and Carr would either throw an interception or he do something crazy. So
Nah, this ain't the Raiders, man.
all I know, Jay, it is getting time to open up a can of Jameson. Open that bottle of
Yes,
Jameson.
it is.
Well, Jay, appreciate you calling, and I'll
Uh,
I'll see you next week. Okay.
yeah.
All right, Jay and Grand Prairie. Hey, get one more. Give me a big old fat who that for the Who That Nation.
Who that said they gonna get the Saints?
Who that say they gonna beat them their Saints? Mm, 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 mm. Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? All right. Discover Crown Royal blended Canadian whiskey, patiently blended for a king. Now, when they've been making Crown Royal since 1939, and it is actually blended. So, but you know what? Whenever you see F.A. Jr., and I'm out in the street crime fighting, man, please bring me a bottle of Crown Royal. And you know what I always say? Crown me, baby. But remember, drink Crown Royal responsibly. All right. You know, on our show, I always tell people that we always talk about, well, the plan is always to talk about scores. And then somehow I always end up driving the Jeep off the cliff. And we don't talk about scores. But we're going to talk about some scores. Remember, I was telling everybody, man, Thanksgiving was a wild and woolly day. I started my day off with some turkey and dressing, pecan pie. Man, I had the whole works, man. I had green beans. I had sweet potatoes. I had candied yams. Man, I had mac and cheese, turkey and dressing, gravy. Oh, man, cranberry sauce. It was on. It was on. As my country kinfolk say, man, it was on like a pot of neck bones. That was Thanksgiving. And then my commanders let me down. They let me down, man. I was like, yeah, please. Because here's what I think. And I always say when it comes to the Cowboys, and I always tell people I cheer for every every team in my division to lose because I am a true blue card carrying. I'm a Commander fan, so I quite naturally want to see everybody lose with my team, but I'm fair. So I will give it to the Cowboys this. If the Cowboys can play their style, which is getting the lead and turning loose the hounds on you, which is that defense. Once they get the lead, man, they will run you down. But the key to me going into the game, I just felt like we had an advantage as far as being more physical. I thought if we could keep the score close, and then there's a possibility that we wear them down, and things would happen. But for strange reasons, I think just looking at it, I think the game turned. If it could be said that a game could turn on one particular play, I think the game turned when we were deep into Cowboys territory. We had a third down. In fact, I was watching on Facebook, and somebody posted the same snippet of the game that just sent me over the edge. And that had to do with the fact that it was third and freaking one from Dallas. We had the ball in the red zone. We third and one. Third and one. Why not just run the ball? Even though we know we're going to go try it on fourth down. Run the ball. Third and one. You may get the first down. Hell. So we decided, we're going to throw the ball. Didn't make it. Now we're trying to throw it on fourth and one. Still didn't make it. And that whole momentum of the game turned right there. And because it came down to which team was playing their own style. How the hell do you have the ball, time of possession, double the time of your opponent, and you lose? It comes down to play calling, play calling, play calling, play calling, play calling.
Hey,
Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr.
what's up, FH Jr.? This is the Ravens extraordinaire, man. You got to tune into the game.
Man, brother, my brother from another mother. You know what, Brandon?
Hey,
I got one job for you, brother. I want you to give us some play-by-play, brother. Take it, brother.
Oh no, definitely, man. And also, man, happy belated birthday, man.
Hey, thanks, man. You know I turned the big 6-0, brother. A lot of people don't think that.
Dang, sheesh.
A lot of people.
I mean, the Washington Commanders gave you a nice birthday gift.
Oh, dude, they made me age another 10 years.
I should have known. I tried to call you. You didn't answer.
Man, I was busy, deep in enemy territory. Man, that's at my kinfolk's house. All prepared to be talking more crap than a little bit. Man, I ended up eating crow. Man, whereas everybody else was eating turkey, brother, I was eating crow.
Man, it's about to be an interesting game, though, man. Because I would say, I can see you never know what Chargers team you're gonna get from week to week.
True. That right there is true. True words have never been spoken. But see, the problem with that is, I truly believe that, and I go back and forth, but I always tell people, I truly believe that the Ravens are hands down the best team in football right now.
Exactly.
Right now, bro, I believe the Ravens are the top team.
Yes, sir. So, I'll take us coming out first on defense. I'll take that.
All right.
See what he's doing over here.
Here you go, dog.
Chargers should have wore the powder blues. They should have wore the powder blues tonight.
That was a nice. I don't
Yeah.
know what they have right now. That's not bad. I didn't know that.
Man, so greatest trade. One of the greatest trades we ever made was getting Roquan Smith.
Oh, I believe that.
All right, so we got a little slight motion hand off to Eckler. And the thing about the Chargers offense is it relies heavily on Austin Eckler really getting work in.
Now, a lot of people think he came out of nowhere, man. But he has been a solid back ever since he came into the league.
Yeah, because I think when he came in, that was when they were moving on from Melvin Gordon.
Yes,
when he came in. So we're looking like, okay, we got the doubles, got an up back, another handoff, okay? Two in a row. Now I know we can match up one-on-one versus their wide receivers.
But see, the question has been with the Chargers is, are they geared for a long fight? Because they have a tendency to quit. They have a tendency to give you one good half and then lay down.
Oh, yeah. As we saw in that playoff game when Trevor Lawrence came back on him.
Yes.
All right, we got Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's moving in motion. They got trips to one side. Okay, he's finally going to throw it. He's looking for that out route. Good pressure. Wow. And this man is wide open in zone coverage.
That should never happen. He's struggling.
That should have never happened.
That was
Left them wide open in zone coverage.
that looked
Come on
like that was
now.
a pickup of about what 20, 25 yards on that.
They had to. Because the pressure got there. Hey, we got Dan Conley getting a little pressure in. Been having a great season for us. Oh, wow. That could have been a late hit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, Roquan got to take. Oh, Roquan, you got to run with him. You got to run with him.
So now that's what the problem I see that a lot of teams that when you got that linebacker that can drop down in coverage like that, it's always good.
Ooh, good pressure. All right, give it to that. Come on.
Check down Charlie.
Good tackling. Good tackling. We getting there. We getting some good pressure in.
So Brandon, let me ask you now, because I noticed that guys don't want to wrap up anymore. Everybody want to come in and throw a shoulder.
Yeah, I don't get that. Now, I honestly don't know where that came from. Guys are just not wrapping up when they tackle.
I was gonna ask you, man, who when did that start being taught in football?
I'm still trying to figure that out. Especially now with targeting and everything, you think people will wrap up. Wow, that's how you drive your feet, though. That's Austin Eckler right there. That's pure effort.
And he's not a big guy.
Oh. We also heard, too, Humphrey, I think he's still out.
Got Lamar looking like, hey, man, I can't wait to get in here.
I am trying to tell you. Lamar got to warm up. Kellen Moore ain't doing that bad as the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. All right, they got double tight ends.
Chargers making a good run.
Quick outside room. If they have more blockers on that side of the
like that was a gain of about 4 on the play.
Yep. They're chipping away at us.
I know. But as I was saying, man, the Chargers normally come out and give you a good. They normally come out and give you a good quarter.
They give you Chargers to give you a good first half.
It did lay down.
Got the motion. So we typically stay in this nickel coverage format. Now we're in the red zone. Drops back. He's looking for that cross route. Got it. Got it right there on the hash. Keenan Allen right there on the hash. That's all day.
I'll tell you what, B. Those Chargers coming out looking like they're going to play tonight.
Damn.
But you guys are not a big blitz team. I noticed, man. It looked like y'all try to get it done with the was it a front four?
We do. We don't blitz as often as we should. Inside handoff, we got it. It was a good first down run. Damn, it's like chewing up a lot of clock right now. And that's the main thing that they're trying to do. Because they know, I mean, the more Lamar is out there on offense, he's going to tire out your defense. So they keep Lamar on the sideline. Smart.
And that should be the game plan, Make him watch the game. Let him go get some popcorn, hot dog, watch the game, bro.
Exactly. I hate us being in positions where our back's against the wall. Because I feel like we take a lot of risks. See, just right there. That could have been ugly, but that was a great play. Good job sniffing that out.
Yeah, he came up and supported the run there.
Hey.
Lamar's like,
Lamar's been a very impressive first drive. I mean, it was that long pass solidified that.
Lamar like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Right. They got doubles. Okay. Bunch in a little bit. They shifting to trips. He's looking for Eckler right out that backfield. He wants that one right there.
They flushed him.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a flag.
Oh.
That's a flag.
Oh, no flag?
Hey, yo, but you know what? Hey, we'll roll with it.
I'm sure you will, brother. Oh, there we go. Now it's football.
Hey, wait a minute.
Now it's football,
That's
Brandon.
a reasonable thing to be fighting about.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that was a late hit.
You got to blame
I
that.
knew that the fight was going to break out.
You got to blame that on the ref, though, man.
Yeah, the ref, you got to call that.
Yeah. But you know what? You guys are sending a message, though.
Hey, look. Let me see.
Let me see.
Nah, bro, he was all 2 steps out of bounds. Yeah, bro. That's a late hit,
yeah,
bro.
he unloaded on it, man.
They called it. Oh, snap. They called the offensive guy with unnecessary roughness and starting the fight. That's crazy. That is insane.
Coach about to bust a gasket on this. Look at him. Coach look like he's just ready to just. Yeah, now he's more than 2 steps. But you know what? As I was saying in football, if you're gonna bring a load, you might as well imp a load. Cause
might as well.
He bought a load.
Yeah, I had to leave. Good pressure by Clowney. Clowney been getting back there too, man. Clowney is having a hell of a season.
But you know what? I think Clowney finally just realized, you know what? I'm just gonna play football. I'm just gonna play. I'm not worried about what old boy on the other side is getting, who they're trying to get more, who they're trying to showcase. I'm just gonna play football, and I think that comes with maturity. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he did have a lot of expectations on him, man.
Yes. But you know what? That was
number 1 overall pick.
That's the same as my man Chase Young came out with. At the end of the day, man, you know what? Like I tell people, that's just potential. You got these guys coming out of college with all that potential, but when you get into the NFL, everybody is a hell of a player. You got hell of a players can't even get on the field. So you're not gonna just because you dominate in college, don't mean you're gonna come out there and just throw grown men in the NFL around like rag dolls.
Now you got Dicker the kicker out here.
Hey, Dicker the kicker.
We can't Dicker the kicker.
But you know what? That's a win-win for you guys.
It is. On a drive like that, if all they can get, because they gave us their best.
Yes.
So on a drive like that, all we get more on, they just got 3 points. I'll take that any day.
Dicker the kicker. Yeah, although
I'll take that. I'll take that for them getting the ball first and them only coming over the field goal.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you can take that. You're gonna take that 9 times out of 10, man. Take that and run with it. Take that and run with it. But man, you know what, Brandon? You know,
yes, sir.
Man. You know, this show is always about rip, rant, and kicking knowledge and about all things NFL. Yep. Where the number to call is 940-329-4110. That's for callers if you want to call in. I'm saying that to say this, man. You know, we can our defensive coordinator this week. But, Brandon, here's where I come
y'all fired y'all defensive coordinator.
But here's why I come down to that. I like Eric. I want to see Eric get a shot. But sometimes, man, and I realize Eric is who he is. He's not going to change. So I either have to change the way I watch the games and change my expectation because Eric is a pass first, second, third guy. And he's only going to run the ball because somewhere in the back of his mind, oh, hell, we got two running back. We just need to run the ball. But running the ball, as far as situational football, is never going to be Eric Bieniemy. He's cut out of the Kansas City tree, whereas with Big Red that he's a throw first guy because that game that game on Thanksgiving Day, it turned on one specific play because we were in the game all the way up until probably the start of the third quarter. We dominated time of possession. We moved the ball. Our offensive line actually did a good job of blocking, so I couldn't be pissed off at them.
Yeah. I was getting some. I got to give it to you. I was getting some crunch plays. Y'all were putting up a fight. Y'all actually looked like an NFL team that practiced.
And I was at my kinfolk's house, and I said, this game is going to come down to he who can impose the other one's will on the other one. I said, if we're able to keep this game close and keep it like that, we're going to wear the Cowboys down. And in the fourth quarter, I'm thinking if we go with traditional football where we just running the ball. But Brandon, man, it was a 3rd down and 1 from the damn 12-yard line. My man Eric decided to pass the ball on 3rd and 1. Now this wasn't a long one.
You did pass on 3rd and 1, which I had no idea what was going on.
He passed the ball, and then he just then he decided, okay, we're gonna go for it on 4th and 1, and then try to throw it. We didn't get nothing. I just said dumb football.
That pick 6 really hurt y'all too.
Yeah,
that pick 6.
Yes, I just said, man, that's just dumb football. Dumb football. That's dumb football.
All right, man. First possession. Oh man, so we got Mitchell starting this game. Okay, we didn't start good.
Okay, here we go.
We got Mitchell starting. All right, running back. Let's see.
Who is he in for?
Normally it's Gus Edwards is starting.
Yeah.
But, I mean, nothing's wrong with Gus. They figured they started off with Mitchell.
Hey, man, I got Gus Edwards as my fantasy player, man. Y'all better get Gus out there.
Same here, man.
Let's get Gus out there, man. I need them points.
Dang, the Chargers almost had 12 guys on the field. They had to take a timeout. Oh, no. That is incredible.
Man.
Oh, yeah, somebody's getting cut. They did. They had 12 people on the field.
Wow.
How do you have defensive substitution problems if it's the first defensive play and I say first team defense? Like, those 11 guys know who to go out there.
And especially when you've been playing this long in the season, man. You're in the 11th and 12th game. This should not be happening.
This first play.
Yes.
If I say first team defense, why is 12 dudes right now?
This should not be happening at all. At all.
Shrimp's got a handoff. Ooh, nice little hole.
Oh.
Todd Monken is starting to come around a little bit more now.
Yes.
Starting to run the ball more, getting a little bit more physical. I'll take it.
And you guys are starting to see where his system is starting to kick in.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes, sir. It's crazy just how fluid Lamar Jackson runs. Just watch how fluid this man runs.
That's because he ain't been.
Everybody just come on.
That's because he ain't been beat the hell of this year like normal, man.
Hey man, look, we spent too much money on him.
Man, Lamar can after the game.
He played these 17 games. He spent too much money on him.
Hey man, after the game now, man, Lamar got enough energy to go to the club. After the game,
Hey.
Instead of taking that ice bath and going to bed.
There we go. Odell, go down. Dang. That's what I'm saying, bro. You get hurt too much, Odell. Go down.
Yeah, he thump his head. He out.
Boy, do not try to get extra yards. You need to be like Lockett. Catch that thing and fall.
Yeah, he ain't trying to do nothing.
Trips, inside zone. Inside zone been working.
It's still working.
That's insane. They got Khalil Mack and Bosa.
And truth be told, they're not. Well, you know what? I can't say anything about that, man, because you saw what we gave up, man. So, sometimes that's all you can say. See what these.
It's a little defensive misconfusion.
You think your boy gonna take a shot? You guys trying to? He threw that now to the flat.
Man, we might need to try to take a shot deep. I don't know, but then again, the safeties are playing a lot further back.
I got
so we can. I mean, we can chip away. I'll take it. Good tackle.
That's a pretty good tackle and coverage, though, man.
Good.
When you can tackle a guy like that in space like that.
Oh yeah. 7th round pick getting on the field. Hey, that's what we like to see. All right, Lamar under center.
Yeah.
Toss, okay. Cut it up, cut it up, cut it up, cut it up. Do what you can. Hell of a play by Khalil Mack.
Like I said, man, the Chargers gonna give you. They're gonna give you one good quarter. Might give you a good half. But are they a team that's playing below their potential?
They are, and I mean the Chargers were supposed to go in and have so much potential, especially draft. They're using their first round draft pick. They drafted Johnson, the receiver out of TCU.
Right.
I mean, especially you got Bosa got his money. You got Khalil Mack there.
Right.
You got Kendricks. I think that was a great pickup for free agency. You got Derwin James. Like, there's no way y'all should only be winning 4 games.
Lamar dropping back. Lamar dropping back.
Well, yeah, he just threw it away. Now, the one thing about the Chargers is their defensive line. Their defense gets pressure.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he just straight whooped Linderbaum. Yep, good move. Yeah, he just flat out won that one. And that's hard to scramble from when the guy rushes from a 0 directly into the center and collapses the pocket that way. Right. Oh, you can't go anywhere.
Oh, man, I see.
You better catch this punt. Wow. Oh, that could have been ugly. Oh. That's interference. That's punter. That might be punter interference.
Man, what have the refs decided to do tonight, man? To just swallow their whistle or something?
Hey, man. That's crazy. That is actually interference.
Yes. Big time interference. Well, hey, Brandon, let another caller get in here, man. Appreciate you calling in, man. Give a big shout for what you guys do, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man.
I'm going to let you enjoy the game.
Yes, sir. Brandon Cooper, the Ravens extraordinaire. Catch D1 Ignite University podcast. And Ravens finna win, finna be the number 1 seed in the AFC. Lamar Jackson MVP.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling.
All right, my G. Yes, sir.
Sports Therapy at FA Jr.
What's going on, my brother?
What say ye? What say ye? Homeboy Glenn. Now, you know, homeboy, I was going to say something to you, but I know I promised that I would never say. I would never.
No no shit.
I'll just say, hey,
man. Already pissed off in a pissed off mood.
I just say, man, y'all won, baby. But you know what? You guys are what is that? 7? Are y'all 7-4? Is it 6-5? Or what? Yeah, y'all still in first.
Say that with respect. Say that with respect.
Y'all 6-5, right?
Say that with some respect. Guess who I got? Guess who I got over my house tonight?
Who you got over your house, dog?
A Patriot fan. I got a New England Patriot fan.
He got a bag on his head?
No, he got the cap on. Hey, I ain't gonna talk about him because even though they'll beat us about the last 4 or 5 times to keep us out the Super Bowl and shit, I ain't gonna do him like you did me.
Hey, man, get that Patriot fan the phone.
Say that again.
Get that Patriot fan the phone, man. I want to talk to him.
I hear you. He hear you.
Patriot fan.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, y'all gonna fire Belichick or what, man? What y'all doing?
No, we ain't gonna fire, man.
Man, y'all
we ain't gonna fire.
Y'all disappointed me today, man, because I can't stand them Giants, man. What the hell happened, man?
Man, I don't know. I you know what? I ain't even watch the game today.
Yeah.
It's shame. It's shame.
But hey, don't you think it's time to cut my man Belichick loose, man? Come on, man. Belichick,
he should have let him go a long time ago. No. That something ain't worth $20 no more.
Man, it's time to let him go, bro.
Yeah, they need to cut his check. What about Tumbler? Mike Tomlin, they cut some of his damn check too.
Hey,
Him and that old ass quarterback we got.
hey, homeboy Glenn, y'all did like we did this week, boy. We cut with Thanksgiving, boy. We cut some heads off, man. We chopped the head off of our defensive coordinator. Y'all chopped your offensive coordinator head off, man. So what was it? We just chopping heads off this week?
Yeah, it looked like it. Hey, but look here, I want to ask you a question, man.
Go for it.
I was looking at the Redskins and Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. Man, what they go there smoking dope on the sideline, man?
Man,
they had to be on some dope to make that old dumbass play call. They were still in the game.
Man, you know what?
What made them do that, man?
You know what? When they ran that play, you know what I said? I said 2 words, homeboy Glenn. You know what I said? Dumb football. That's all I can say. Just dumb football.
Oh, man.
That was just dumb. See,
I'm like, damn.
I want to give Eric Bieniemy a shot at being head coach. But what I see, like I tell people, Eric ain't gonna change. Eric is he's part of that Kansas City. We gonna pass first. Same as the Eagles, they gonna pass down. The new Eagles believe in running. But the old Eagles, when Andy was at the Eagles, remember, they were passing team there. So he believed in, he been drinking Andy Reid Kool-Aid. He's not going to change. He's going to throw it around 50 times or whatever, even though we got these stud running backs that he don't use. He will only run the ball when he just absolutely notice that, hell, I ain't ran the ball. But he don't run it with no passion. He don't just like, okay, running back, we're going to give you a head start, get this ball. So when they tackle you, hell, you're going to at least get forward a yard and a half. They'll just let the guy stand still, then try to give him a wraparound pass while he ain't got no speed up, and if he does it. So the play that really sent me over the edge, brother, was we were on the Cowboys' 10-yard line, and it was 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Why? I
remember that.
Even if you got plans for going for it on 4th down, the first thing I'm going to do is hand the ball off on 3rd and 1. The worst I'm gonna come out with is still gonna be 4th and 1. That way, I still have an option to either pass or running on 4th down. He decided he want to pass the ball, didn't make it, then came back on 4th down, tried to pass the ball, and still. I like, man, seriously. Dumb football, man. That's the only thing I can say, man. And like I said, I will say this about Eric Bieniemy. I like the fact that, under his leadership, our offense are scoring more, but it is the fact that he does not sustain drives and keep drives going to wear down the defense, because if you're going to come out here and throw the ball, you really hurt your own defense, believe it or not, because they got to come right back out there.
That's true. That's true.
They got to come right back out there.
Man, like I said, that play he went for it, they went for it on 4th down. I was like, man, what is they thinking, man?
What the hell were we thinking, bro? That's the first thing I said. What the hell?
Yeah, and getting back to my Steelers, for us to be 7-4, should have been 8-4. But that's for another day.
Hey man, y'all 7-4, bro. Y'all 7-4, dog.
Yeah, man. It's like, hey man, hey, I feel pretty good today. I'm in a pretty good mood because we halfway to the Super Bowl.
Y'all 7-4, man. 7-4.
I believe we're headed to the Super Bowl.
Only team that's gonna stand in y'all way is this one we watching right now. The Ravens.
Who is that?
The Ravens the only team that's
Ravens.
That's who y'all got to play. They're in y'all division.
We already took care of them.
I know, but
even though we beat them, even though it was a fluke,
don't you got
the way we beat them?
Don't you have to play?
But a win is a win.
Oh, you have to play them again?
Yes, we got to go. We got to go to Baltimore. We got to go to Baltimore.
Yeah.
And we got a pretty good record in Baltimore.
Yeah, y'all do. Like I said, when you get the Ravens and the Steelers together, all that record on me, it's gonna always be a game. It's gonna be a game.
It's gonna be a tight game.
And it's gonna come down.
It's gonna be a slugfest. But one thing I will say, I'm pulling for if the Steelers don't win, I want to see Baltimore win one because of Lamar Jackson and Odell Beckham.
That's kind of how I feel too.
Yeah, Baltimore is my rivalry, but I don't hate them like I do them damn Cowboys.
Hey man, I was
If the Cowboys were fighting, Cowboys were fighting over there in that fucking war, I'd be pulling for them folks over there.
man, I see this going into the game. I said, look, I said we can play and beat the Cowboys, and I knew we wasn't gonna have like we did last week with them 6 interceptions. I said you can't take that into the next game. You notice, man, we had time of possession. Our offensive line held up. My man had all the time in the world, and it was just to me. Now, what gets us, like I tell people, you cannot expect anything out of defense when you don't traded your 2 defensive ends away. Where your pressure coming from? That way, Dak got all the damn time in the world.
That's correct. Why y'all trade Chase Young and Sweat, man?
Yeah. What?
Man, man, y'all were playing with Dallas. Y'all were going head to head with Dallas.
Now,
and then they made this.
That's
why I asked you. It's only still smoking weed, man.
Somebody smoking weed. Somebody growing their own weed and smoking it. Ain't even selling it.
Yeah, man.
They growing their own weed.
If it do, tell them to hire me.
Man, because my point of it is, when you give any quarterback, whether it's Dak, me, you, or whatever, any quarterback that can sit in the pocket for 3, 4, 5 seconds, he's gonna find somebody open. You can't cover the day's wide receivers no more than 3 or 4 seconds. If it's beyond 3 or 4 seconds, you can't blame that on your cornerbacks and defensive back because you can't keep up with a guy that long. But if the quarterback got all day,
it's right. Every team in the NFL, whether you good or you bad, got a good wide receiver.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, you ain't got to be a good wide receiver if you giving the quarterback 5, 6 seconds to stand back there. And that's because they were rolling him away from our big guys up front, and that way our defensive ends, who we don't got rid of, they wasn't able to pressure. So it's like, you know what? Dallas got all day. But I will say this, I'm going to say it one more again. Until they can beat a team with a winning record, I'm still not going, I ain't gonna never say the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. But they have to show me that they can beat a team with a winning record. And I just hadn't seen that. I just think that the Cowboys, once they get the lead on you, and they start blitzing you and whatever. But the key to them is that you have to have a good running game, and you have to be physical. And see, we're not now the old Redskin team that we had last year. We ran the ball. We're gonna run it. We're gonna run it. We're gonna run it. We're gonna run it, and we're gonna be physical. This team we got with Eric, he's more or less a finesse offensive guy, and so we're not wearing anybody down. And we got those big running backs.
Yeah, but you think about this here too, man. Ron Rivera, other than that Super Bowl run he had with Cam Newton, and maybe it may be 1 or 2 more seasons. Hell, he ain't really did nothing.
But you think about it now, Rivera ain't no offensive guy. Now I blame.
He ain't no hell of a coach.
No, he ain't that at all. But I blame him for the defense because anytime you've been a defensive coordinator, you got a defensive background, and Jack Del Rio ain't getting it together. First of all, how you gonna let him trade your 2 defensive ends when your job is on the line?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
If my job on the line, I'm sorry, we got to worry about how we gonna keep these guys next year. But I'm not worried about that now. I'm not going to trade Sweat and Chase away. Not when my job on the line. No. Hell no.
No, ain't no way. That's what I'm talking about, man.
No.
You remember I told you earlier in the season, I said, man, they might get traded. Remember I told you said, man, they ain't going to get traded. You said, what the use they going to trade them for? They high draft pick, and then you going to trade them for 3rd and 4th round pick, and they turned around and did so.
I like, what the hell, man? Because this is what I tell people. I said, even though you want to get a good rookie lineman, but you don't want to have 2 3 rookie offensive linemen. If I'm gonna do any kind of deal, yeah, I might take me one, but I'm trying to find me a couple veteran offensive linemen, man, because you know rookies are rookies. It's gonna take them a while to kind of get the speed of the game and get all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, why are you trading? If I might would have traded one, but I wouldn't trade both of them, even if I had to put the franchise tag on, because hell, we still don't have to pay Sam. Sam is still in his rookie contract year. Why are we trading all these guys? For what? And we had
you're right, man.
We got no pressure. None.
Yeah, no, you don't have no pass rush no more.
None, no
what
pass
about Payne and Timothy? What is his name? The 2 boys from Alabama.
Yeah, but see,
I hadn't heard from them since they got traded.
Well, that's because
they still playing.
Well, but see, here's the thing: if you don't have no defensive ends, you can scheme away from those guys in the middle, and that's what the Cowboys did. All they plays was ran outside. They didn't run that ball up there. They ran away from Payne and my boy, and that's what happens when you don't have
Tim Allen. Ain't that his name, Allen?
Yeah, Deron Payne and Allen. But when you don't have good defensive ends, you can scheme away from your defensive tackles.
Yeah,
and that's what they did.
That's right, man.
They ran right to the outside, and they used an additional guy to stay in and help block those two.
That's right. That's correct.
And that's what happens.
Hey man, I want to give a shout out before you get off the show. Mm-hmm. I want to give a shout out to the Denver Broncos, man.
Oh,
because they balling, man.
And for those who said my man Russ is washed up, Russ cooking.
Well, everybody, include, I got to eat my words too, because a lot of people did.
Russ is still cooking. Russ is cooking, man. Now, what happened was
undercover MVP.
Yes, and what happened was it took him some time to get used to Sean Payton's style. Sean Payton's style was the same style that he had at with the Saints, which is little quick that offense, just kind of get the ball out. Whereas with Russ kind of like hold the ball, run around, make some plays, and that's not so they kind of they kind of getting it together, man. And right now, man, them boys cooking, man.
Yeah, they're gonna be dangerous because that receiver, the wide receiver, Courtney Sullivan. Mm-hmm. Courtney Sutton.
Yep.
Man, he one of the top receivers in the league.
Let Russ cook. Russ is cooking, man. Russ is cooking, brother.
Hey, but do you have your cussing bell on?
Yeah, man. You got 1 minute to get all your cussing out your system. Go for it.
Well, I'm just gonna tell you one motherfucking thing right now. Still is in this motherfucker to say.
I got you, dog. I got you. Y'all looking good, but I can't say nothing good about who, because I promise you I never would say anything about who again. I will refer to him now as who. And you know who I'm talking about.
That sounds a whole lot better than calling his name.
I will refer to him as
just talking about my quarterback.
As who. Because who ain't consistent enough for me to be called his name.
Don't you never call his name no more.
Who.
But anyway, brother, we love you and everything, man. Enjoy your show.
All right, brother. Hey, man, you finna hear the sound of my music. All right, once again, it's time to bring the big time to an end. For all the country kiddies down in the great state of Arkansas, and to those who listen to my show in the whole Dallas-Fort Worth, the whole Metroplex, like to say thank you. Like to thank everybody for listening to Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. I always have a good time. I always remember. I say on the yard, stay golden, baby. Stay down and stay true to yourself. Stay golden. Always fight the good fight. And remember, we'll see you next week on Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. Goodbye, everybody.
Cool.